All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man, Jay Will. This is the BlackBerry Keyone. A lot of you guys have asked me to review this phone, and I decided to pull the trigger in late 2017. Now, we only have a couple of weeks left in 2017 at the recording of this video, but depending on when you're watching it, I have the Keyone. So this phone, this is the unlocked version. I'll turn off Wi-Fi. This is the unlocked version. I've tested it on AT&T, and now I'm testing it on T-Mobile. No problems. Everything, the signal, everything is strong. Everything works great. When you swap SIM cards in here, it says, hey, new SIM card detected. Restart to program your provider or something like that. So I just did it anyway. I don't think I probably needed to, but I had already checked the APN settings. But just for reference, if you decide to get the unlocked version when you swap SIM cards, it might prompt you to set up the carrier all over again. But with that being said, the first thing I did was I did my setup, and then I started testing the cameras. Because I've heard these cameras are just stellar. I've heard they're really, really good. So I wanted to get my fair shake of it. But first and foremost, spec-wise, a 4.5-inch 1080p display. It's 1080 by 1620. Then you've got a 12 megapixel on the back with a dual tone flash. And I like how they did this separation. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's cool how they did that, right? The phone looks industrial, but it doesn't feel that industrial. It doesn't feel, it feels kind of plasticky, to be honest. But this has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigs on board storage, 3505 milliamp hour battery with a Snapdragon 625. Now, the front camera is an 8 megapixel that shoots in 1080p. Now, in this video, I will show you some samples from the camera, so don't worry. I'll put it on the tripod real quick, and then I'll just sit right here and shoot some video for you and take some photos as well. This does have fast charging at 50% for 36 minutes. It says it can do a quick charge 3.0. Again, Type-C, non-removable battery, comes in black and silver, and then that new black edition. This is running Android 7.1.1, and it's an Android phone with the security of BlackBerry. Now, this does have Gorilla Glass 4 on board, and, you know, my first impressions of this thing is, wow, it's well built. I mean, it is definitely well built. So taking a look around the sides here, you've got a convenience key, which I've actually disabled that because I kept hitting it, and it's because of where it's positioned. I hold a phone like this. Because of where it's positioned, I just kept hitting it, so I disabled it for now. Volume rocker, and there's the SIM card tray, power button right there. There's the 8 megapixel camera with the proximity sensors and a speaker grill and a microphone, as you can see. You've got some capacitive buttons right here. You've got double tap to wake also on here, and I think that's really cool. And then you've got the buttons down there. You've got the also famous keyboard, BlackBerry keyboard. Pause for the thumbnail. All right. Then inside that space bar is a fingerprint reader, which is pretty cool. So if you look here, you've got, these aren't 2 speakers, this is 1 speaker and a mic, and then you've got the Type-C right there. And on the top, you have another microphone, and you have a headphone jack up there. The microphones on here pick up very well. I mean, I'm telling you, the microphones record for sound very, very well. You've got that pattern on the back of the BlackBerry Keyone, and I'm sure you can see how gorgeous that is. It's just, that's important right there. Because if you're a BlackBerry fan from back in the day, you know about BlackBerry. So how is it using Android with BlackBerry? Well, I've done this before, but I just wasn't that impressed with it when I had the other BlackBerry with the keyboard that slid up. You know, I forgot the name of it. But this one is actually a better fit. It's a better look. It's a better fit. I like it with the keyboard on here. I like this big screen. But the keyboard is a little bit more cramped than I want it to be. So if I line it up next to my Classic here, yes, I still have a BlackBerry Classic because I need BB10 OS. You can see the BlackBerry Classic keyboard is a little bit taller. But overall, man, I think this phone is probably going to be a battery king. It's probably going to be a battery champ. I don't foresee this phone running out of battery for a long time. The hardware on here is very nice. Let's go into settings here. You can see I'm running 7.1.1. It runs pretty good. One thing I don't like though is the system takes up 9, almost 10 gigs of storage. That's horrible. It takes up a lot of storage, man. But you have this convenience little panel right here, like the edge panel. I've got some personal things in there, so I don't want to slide it open. But you can take care of business on that side, or I can just go straight into tasks from here. You've got a little, these are all preset. I didn't set any of these. I can set my shortcuts for my keyboard because you can do a lot. This keyboard is just like the Passport. It's touch sensitive, like a mouse. I think the only thing I'm probably going to have to get used to is typing on a physical keyboard again, because that's probably the only difference that I'm seeing. You know, this is a stock Android device. It runs really well. I don't have any problems with it. It's nice. I've set up a couple of shortcuts, but I'm going to go in and redo some things and put like the Y for YouTube and, you know, the M for messaging. I don't know. I'm going to change it up. T for Twitter. And you can do different. Let me go back in here to the settings here. Where is it at? Let's see here. Gesture control. No. I don't want to do the. Well, here's the convenience key. I disabled the convenience key because it was a little annoying for me. But if I go into, actually, I'll just click here. It talks about the extensions and everything for the phone, but you can kind of see you have quick access to when you're typing something. These little things pop up, so you can do voice, and then you've got the always accessible symbols there. You've got this little keyboard. See, this is when you have a message open. It shows you all these things. I've already been using it, so yeah. And this is the keyboard here. So do more with slide board. So it tells you how to do that. So got it. There you go. But you know, this is going to be a really nice device, I'm pretty sure. I'm excited about it. So now I'm going to show you some footage from the rear and the front camera, and you tell me what you think. So it's your man Jay Will. Keep watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. All right, so this is the rear camera in 4K for the BlackBerry Keyone. Now, the BlackBerry Keyone actually has some really good cameras, man. I'm not even fronting. I really like how these cameras are, and this is a serious upgrade from the cameras that are on this thing. Not that they were that bad. It's just they were pretty bad. But this is what BlackBerry has brought to the table to compete with some other smartphones. What do you think on the rear? Let's switch to the front. All right, so here's the front camera, and boy, I gotta tell you, this phone has great cameras, and microphone quality seems to be pretty solid. So you tell me what you think. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. I got the BlackBerry Keyone.